tonight may be the night that the 6th year anniversary EZAs do get announced here. Now, you may be wondering, why do you think it's tonight? You know, you may have seen some people even talking about it as well. The reason why I'm thinking it is tonight is if we go ahead and take a look here, this was last year's Part 3 EZA, the Tech LR Vegeta Blue, right? And of course we got the Gogeta as well, but they were posted at the same time. Now, if we go ahead and take a look here, they were posted at 12 a.m. my time on the 20th of February. 2.8 mil views is crazy, by the way. But yes, the 20th of February is when these guys were posted. And by all means, that should be basically within the next 12 hours of me posting this video. I'm going to get this up right away. There's a lot to cover today. We have the new Rosé coming on, everything like that. I'm going to get a bunch of, like, I'm going to have a concept for AGL Goku, which is what we're doing today. In Blue Evolution Vegeta as well. And then I also have a concept for the new Rosé. I'm thinking if I have time to make that. Now, AGL Goku is one of the 6th anniversary characters that I think will be getting the EZA. I do want y'all to go ahead and keep a note that even though the characters are going to reveal tonight, they may not drop for some time, because if you take a look here at Vegito, for some reason it's spelled like this here, if you take a look at Vegito, even though he was announced on the 20th, he released on the 24th, so there still might be a couple of days away, and likely the reason why they will be announced tonight is just so that they could be in the data download this week, right? Why they'll put them in early, but who knows, maybe they drop on the same date that the 3rd part of the anniversary starts. We'll have to wait and see, but this guy is something that people have been anticipating for a very, very long time, and many people are excited for this character to get the EZA. I did go ahead and make a concept of this character and the Into Blue Evolution Vegeta. The only thing I didn't really include was a leader skill, and obviously the links and categories aren't going to change, but I'm thinking that when it comes to this character, I think that the leader skill will be like 180% or so, which is decent, right? A 180% leader skill will be very, very nice. But again, he already has a good baseline, and I'm going to go off of how strong they made this character. And I try to make him around this level of power overall, while still keeping in touch with what this guy is able to do himself, right? This character they made absurdly busted, so I think AGL Goku will also be absurdly busted as well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what my concept for AGL Goku will be, though. So, here's the EZA concept. For both super attack effects, I just gave greatly raised attack and defense for the turn. Still have the high chance to perform a crit for one turn. I think that that's fair. I think that that probably won't change. I mean, maybe they could make this massively. They've been giving a lot of characters massively raise attack and defense on the EZA, but they don't have any raise at all. While it's like, you know, Blue Cow and Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, these guys already had greatly raise attack and defense for the turn here, right? So they just gave them the massively raise. And then we see Broly Trio also had greatly raise, I believe attack and defense, yeah, for the turn here. So they just gave them the massively raise attack and defense there, right? So I don't think that these guys will get massive raise on the evening key. They could, right? Maybe they make this just guaranteed crit instead of just high chance crit. It's just a guaranteed crit for the turn. That's definitely not impossible to think about, because again, Blue Cow and Goku and Evolution Vegeta get guaranteed crit as well, right? But I just kept the super attack effects the same. Besides that, it could be better. It could be guaranteed crit for sure. But now let's go into the actual part of the passive, right? You know, where things could get a little spicy. Now, again, I made this character very, very good. Here's the passive skill. Key threw in 170% attack and defense. That went up from 150% attack and defense just baseline. 70% chance to dodge enemy attacks, including super attack. Then I gave him this ability, right? Defense plus 77% before this character receives an attack for the turn. Now, I based this ability off of this Krillin and 18 right here. If you take a look here, they get 180% attack and defense before they receive an attack for the turn. And this works, how this works is that they receive the attack once and they don't dodge one attack. Then after that, they lose the extra stats that they have. But it's good in the fact that, okay, I have this extra base defense in the event where this character, like, he doesn't dodge a normal. He doesn't instantly, like, you know, die, right? You know, he has this extra defense, which would work well with this multiplicative stat right here. So, key 1 up to 5. Then 20% attacking defense up to 100% with each attack he evades, including super attack. It's basically added onto this part where he gets key 5 with each attack evaded. That would be multiplicative stats, so just giving him 100% multiplicative attack and defense. 59% defense within the same turn with each attack this character evades, including super attack. Pre-EZA, that is just 30% defense that activates once. So it's not like STR Whis, but I changed it to be like, you know, the STR Whis ability, where every single dodge this character gets, he'll get 59% defense. I think that that's something that they could reasonably change to his kit and add to his kit. I mean, the medium chance to be additional super, just a guaranteed additional super attack, right? I think that's fair. 59% attack, and then another guaranteed additional super when activating the active skill or when key is 24. So if key is 24 or he uses the active skill, he gets the 59% attack, and then he launches a guaranteed additional super attack, right? So he gets 2 guaranteed additional supers with the crit chances built in. Then he'll get this 59% attack here. Each dodge gives him 59% defense. He has the extra little defense buff right there before he receives the attack, right? Which could be very, very nice, right? Then, if HP is 50% or less at the start of the character's attacking turn, after he either receives an attack 3 more times in battle, or added this, evades an attack, including super attack 7 or more times in battle, he revives with 70% HP recovered when the character and ally attacking the same turn is KO'd. So pre-EZA, again, we see the revive skill. It's actually part of the passive. There's no like other conditions. Revive skill is in the passive skill. So because of that, they are actually able to change the revive skill conditions. Not saying that they will change it, but if they were going to change it, I think adding an extra condition where it's like, okay, you know, he receives an attack 3 more times, or he could also dodge 7 times, right? Which will be a lot more common to see like him dodging 7 times in battle. And with that in mind, he'll be able to get the revive from there. Then, if his revive skill is activated, he evades enemy attacks for the rest of it. So he gets guaranteed dodge when the enemy's revive skill is activated, or when his own revive skill is activated. I'm considering that, like, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would it be too OP if it's like, oh, he evades enemy attacks if his revive skill or an ally's revive skill is activated? I don't know if that would be too good, because it's like you have characters like Gohan and Piccolo who turn 1 they could revive, and if you have these guys on a team together, right? I don't know, let's say the superheroes team, you throw Gohan and Piccolo on there, and then each UI Goku's guaranteed dodging. They revive turn 1 and you get guaranteed dodge, and then they have their dodge, right? Maybe it'll be too good. Maybe it's like not as powerful, right? I'll add it. Characters or an allies. Let's add that, right? Sure. There's not really an issue with that. I think allies is spelled incorrectly, right? It's i.e. go to school, kids. But I think this is really good concept. Again, comparing it directly to these guys, right? It's just like a base by base, right? They have the 170%. They have the 7% here. They get the 70% multiplicative stats, and then the additional supers and the guaranteed crit, right? But this guy again is getting 170%. He's getting higher multiplicative stats because that's, what is that, 159% multiplicative attack and defense, and then the attack can go much higher. The additionals are guaranteed. He gets guaranteed dodge eventually, 70% dodge chance. I feel like this character, this UI Goku, might, like, in terms of design, he probably would be better than what these guys are. And I wouldn't be surprised if they made this year 6 EZAs better than what these guys are doing, because they're anniversary EZAs, which is really insane to say, but I think that could really be the case. And them having a revive could be really, really, really good, right? If they change the revive to be a lot easier to get, that could be pretty nasty, but that's my idea. Another idea you can give for this UI Goku, I think that a lot of people will probably be like thinking like, oh, they should give this to UI Goku, is the, I wonder if I could find, yeah, movie bosses here, the Hirudegarn ability, where Hirudegarn, when he's transformed, what he does is he has the 70% chance to dodge as well. Then what he could do is, where is it? Yeah, okay. He evades enemy attacks, including super attack, guaranteed upon the next attacking turn every time he evades 3 attacks, right? So how that works is that turn 1 with this guy, you dodge 3 attacks. His next turn, he gets guaranteed dodge. It doesn't loop though, so it's like, if it's not like if you dodge 3 attacks in the guaranteed dodge turn, he continues to guarantee dodge. It's, you have to proc it 1 turn, it's activated the next turn, and then that repeats. So the next turn after, you have to proc it again for the 4th turn that he would be on. He would get the guaranteed dodge, right? It's that's how it works essentially, right? And it's like, that's a good ability for sure, but I think that, you know, having different designs would be cool either way, but that's definitely an ability they can give AGL UI Goku 100%, right? That's something that he could definitely see. And maybe this is a little unrealistic for a design, but I mean, dude, they gave this character like literally everything that they needed. They're like the 6th best unit in the game. In my opinion, they're the 6th best unit in the game. Like if I was going to rank them. So these guys are amazing. Now I asked you guys what you would like to see from the EZA as well. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the replies here. I got a couple of replies here. So, guaranteed dodge post revive. There you go. I mean, yeah. Change the revive restriction to having to dodge 7 attacks or something instead of getting hit. Exactly my idea, Alpo. Exactly my idea. 50% reduction for the first attack received in a turn. 30% attack and defense support after dodging an attack. Okay, and then support. Interesting. Buff is 18 crit chance from 50 to 70%. They could do that for sure. This is an ability that I'm thinking for like a new UI Goku, where it's like, let's say he has 50% reduction, and then with each attack he actually receives, he would lose 10%, and then that would go down to 20%. So it's like the first attack he takes 50%. The second attack it's 40%. The third attack he would go down to so the first attack would be, he has 50% reduction. The second attack he had the 40%. The third attack he had 30%, and then after that he would only stay at 20% reduction, right? Is my idea for like kind of how they could do that. And I think that could be cool. Something like that, right? For Rudigarden's dodge mechanic, yep, something plus revive, make the revive's condition less shit. I agree. 90% chance to dodge. I mean, they could potentially do that, right? It could be like 70% dodge chance, then 10% per. I imagine it's like 10% per superhero's ally. Please make them bad. I hope not. 100% dodge for 3 appearances on active. Revives when dodging 7 attacks or more and under 70% HP. I'm not sure if they would make the revive this easy to get. Personally, I'm not 100% sure. Guaranteed dodge for the turn after revival. 2 additionals at the high chance and then greatly raise. And the 12 and key. 59% defense. Yeah, literally, yeah, exactly what I said right here. Where is it? Right here. Yeah. Permanence within the turn. Okay, yeah, within the turn. Esther Janemba, dodge every time he dodges. That's also another mechanic, right? The only issue is that that's a separate chance to dodge, right? Okay. His text removed and replaced every word. Alright. Easier revive, more dodge, 15 mil attacks, that's 1 mil defense. I don't know if he would have 1 mil defense, but he maybe. Guaranteed dodge, first to every turn, so could actually have defense before eating a normal. To be honest, I say he won't have 1 mil defense, but this concept he probably would have like over 1 million defense once he supers like 4 times. Okay. Modern stats good, and he's good enough. However, your copium he gets guaranteed dodge after revive. 70% minus 70% chance to evade enemy attacks for 10 turns. Alright. 10% chance to dodge per superhero. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I literally said that. That's crazy. Yes, those details drop tonight. I'm thinking tonight. 100% dodge and ruin the game. Okay. We'll read this concept and we'll make it the last one. Let's see here. Colossal damage. Raise attacking defense with turn. High chance to crits. Mega Colossal. Greatly raise attacking defense and then high chance to crits. 177%. Great chance to dodge. Well, 177% attacking defense, right? Key 2 up to 7 with each attack evaded. Activates guard and 30% defense within the same turn after evading an attack. If they give him guard somehow like that easy, that would be absolutely insane. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance to be a super. High chance to launch an additional attack after additional super after the third dodge. If it's 77% or less at the start of the character's attack turn after it receives an attack 3 more times. Revives with 77% HP recovered when the character and ally attacking the same turn is scaled. I mean, that's like a much more like realistic version of it, except a guard. Like you take the guard away and that could be like, you know, a bare minimum version if they're scared of this guy, right? I think this was like a decent realistic expectation for an EZA, right? But I mean, if they really want to go all out, they can make them like these guys again. These guys are like the gold standard right now for EZAs for sure. So let me know what you guys would like to see. I will make a Blue Evolution video after this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.